Hello. So today's video is a sort of continuation, sort of follow-up to yesterday's video, which was about what to do with other people's judgments and when other people judge us. So one of the tools and questions which I found very useful, and I've got these from listening to some of the Access Consciousness classes, which is to ask myself, am I willing to be disliked by somebody? And you can substitute somebody by XYZ. By your mother, by your father, by your spouse, by your friends, by people in general? Am I willing to be disliked? Am I willing to be unpopular? And the power of this question is very potent, because it doesn't mean you have to be disliked. It doesn't mean you are going to be disliked. It doesn't mean you are going to be unpopular. But you're just asking yourself if you have the willingness to be disliked and be unpopular if it comes to that. Ask yourself this question and see what comes up for you. What came up for me was huge amounts of resistances and fears, and oh my god, no, like, my job, almost like, oh, no, my job is to be liked. I'm supposed to be liked. I'm supposed to be popular, otherwise who am I? And working through those assumptions, working through those clear fears, is something that I found immensely useful. And I'm quite sure it's not just me. We all have different levels and different variations of such assumptions that we have ingrained into ourselves, where we think it is our job to please people, and our job to be liked, and our job to be popular, and that it's a necessary thing. What if it was not necessary? What if it's okay if somebody doesn't like you? And what if it is okay if a lot of people don't like you? And what if it is okay if you're unpopular? Just getting to a place where you're okay with that opens up different possibilities and different avenues to what you can do, who you can be, and how you can conduct yourself. And that gives you a lot of ease. And I broke through quite a few limitations just by asking myself that one question. Uh, and if you're interested in knowing why you don't have to, but uh, like, from a psychological perspective, a lot of us, when we are kids, we almost assume, like, that it is our job to keep our parents happy, and that that's one of the reasons we've been put on the planet. So it's like, you look at your parents' faces, and if you see they're unhappy or they're upset, very often it might have nothing to do with you, but you assume it's because of you, and you go into the okay, how can I make them happy? And it becomes the big mission of your life to keep them happy at no cost, at any cost. And very often it's out of your control. You can't make other people happy. And the same pattern that we imbibe that pattern with regard to our parents, because they're the first people, and immediate caregivers and siblings, because they're the first people we interact with. But then we take those same programs out into the larger world. And so when anyone comes into your circle and your group, in fact, the closer they are to you, the more strongly you assume and believe that it is your job to make them happy, keep them happy, and that they're not supposed to dislike you at any cost. And this can put huge blocks on us. And so play with this question. I'm going to repeat it once again, and please note that, and in my experience of playing with the question has usually never led to that happening. For example, if I ask, am I willing for XYZ to be unhappy with me? It doesn't always mean that, I actually do something which makes XYZ unhappy with me. Or if I say, am I willing to be unpopular, or am I willing to be disliked by this group of people? It doesn't mean that it actually happens, but just giving myself that permission to be disliked and to be non-popular has opened up ways for me to be more of myself and to bring more of my authentic self into my life, my thoughts, my being, and my actions. So try it out, and do let me know how it goes for you. And if you enjoy these videos, you can subscribe below, and you can leave a comment. I would love to hear back from you. Have a lovely day.